Hello everyone out there on YouTube. This is Spoke777, and today I want to talk about a very simple question that, it was interesting because I seen a video that RUSD2 made about some ideas that float around the Catholic Church that you cannot ask questions. But I just want to challenge everyone out there to ask the question, why, and just ask people, well, why do we believe that the dead aren't dead? Why do we believe in purgatory? Well, that is a very good question, and I believe it has to center around money. For example, a priest can make more money telling you that you need to pay this amount of dollars because your friend here is in purgatory and you need to get your friend out. It's a good way to make some money. Pretty good business. But if you believe what I believe about that, you can't really make money off of it. In fact, some people may not even scare them, and some people may freak them thinking that existence is something they're not going to have anymore. That cannot be comprehended even by myself. But anyhow, ask the question why. That reminds me of a scene in Doctor Who, in the new series, where they were at this theater and this guy was told to kill the doctor. Basically, he was a human Dalek or whatever. They're doing this weird experiment. And he asked the question, but why? And he says, you will do it and not ask questions. And he says, but why? He keeps asking, but why? And then the Dalek just gets mad and kills him. I mean, go figure. I mean, do people do that today? You ask them why enough in religious circles and they don't want to hear you anymore? Ask them, well, why do we go to church on Saturday? Because the seventh day is the Sabbath and it's in the Bible. God wrote it, God spoke it. Why do other people not go to church on Saturday? It's that person's free choice. And if you ask your minister or pastor, why do we not do anything for Saturday, since it is the true Bible Sabbath and there's no indication of it's being changed or abrogated or its precept being altered, how come there isn't any kind of meeting, any kind of nothing going on? I mean, sometimes I drive through my hometown Ringo, kind of wishing there were actually churches open on Saturday morning, but there's nothing. I mean, Sunday is a work day for me, it's a school night for me, it's kind of inconvenient for me to hang out at church or do anything because it's not a convenient day. Saturday is actually a more convenient day. I think it is. Because you got another day to get ready for your work week. And if you're too busy out with your church late at night on Sunday, well, you're going to be unrested and unprepared for Monday morning. I think it's a good reason to keep Saturday as the true Bible Sabbath. Anyhow, why is a good question. And also, I want to touch base that, and I hope that Bengali and Labarum and Kingno mentality and all of them were not, go around telling people to stay away from me because I'm a Seventh-day Adventist or anyone else, and, telling their daughters not to date me. Well, yeah, I know, I'll find a way to sneak out in the middle of the night, and your daughter will find a way to sneak out the window at 3 in the morning, and we'll go joyriding through town and gallivanting. Okay. Would be interesting, but that's if they're 18 and if they exist and are willing to hang out with the Seventh-day Adventists and kind of be open-minded and not be so dogmatic. Sometimes my dad gets on a soapbox about Muslims. Honestly, I don't really care too much about what they do, but I do know that some of their doctrines aren't scriptural. I know they have done some things that are not good, like the Nigerian Muslim that wasn't cool. And some other stuff that's going on, I don't agree with the killings, and that's pretty much it. And also, Bengali wants to talk to me about something of this. Maybe I should do a video called Catholic Church Double Talk, or I don't know, or just I don't even feel like doing it. It seems like a waste of time, actually. I'd rather talk about girls in some ways. Okay, I'm a guy. What'd you expect? Two things in my mind: women and money. Well, no, not really. Actually, I have to do a lot of schoolwork, and I read my Bible in the morning before school. So that's just something I do need prayer about, is how to relate women to myself and not cross the line of adultery and figuring out what do I do as a guy and how do I draw the line. I mean, I don't believe in sex before marriage, but are there other lines that I could cross? Don't always know. Because Bible says, whoso looketh on a woman to lust after her hath committed adultery with her already in his heart. So, I mean, if I look at a woman and be like, wow, that's nice, but not take it any further than that, probably not a bad idea. But if I already have someone I'm seeing, kind of, and I'm doing that, does that make it wrong? It's a good question. Well, anyways, everyone out there on YouTube, I just want to say hello. It's been a while since I've been on here. And I just want to wish you all a happy Sabbath and good day. And I want to say thank you to the one YouTube user that wrote the comments saying, "You're so cute," which I don't know if it was about me, or actually in that video there were chickens too. Could have been about them. Don't know. But I do know that I like chickens, and girls, and just find a place for everything in my life. I do as much prayer as everybody else does, and so I don't know. Since Bengali does a lot about talking about Seventh Day Adventists, you watched any, I don't know, any games on TV recently? Any OSU games or any reality TV? I mean, it's one thing to sit and talk about religion all the time, but do you have any other thing you do with your life? I mean, I don't know. I may make a video about non-religious stuff eventually. Get around to it. I don't know exactly what. I mean, I can make some... Oh! I did ask this question in the previous video. If you have 20 feet of fencing, and you want to maximize how much volume... Now, when I said volume, you should know better. It should be area. You know I was talking about area. And if LeBarm's watching it, I hope you're not getting kind of having a head blow up on you, because we're smarter than a computer in a dictionary. Kind of know what I was talking about in the context of the problem and practical common sense. If you build a square or rectangle next to a lake and you have 20 feet of fencing, what's the biggest amount of area you will have? Well, what you do first is you write your dimensions as x and y. X, 2x plus 2y equals 20 feet. That's your perimeter. And volume, quote, aka actually area, when I'm talking about in the context of this problem, is x times y. What you then do is you substitute one variable into the other as a system of equations. What you do is you take and solve for y in one of them, but you do not have 2y or 2x. One of them is going to be just 1, because that's the one next to the river. You can put that in the other equation, and then that's going to give you an equation that you're going to basically graph. Then what you're going to do is get out your T183 calculator and you calculate your maximum. And then I'll give you the volume and the dimension of one of the sides. And then you put that back in your original equation for your perimeter, and you can solve for the other side. So that's how you do that kind of problem. And if you don't have a T183 calculator, just know the negative b over 2a for the quadratic equation. But you do get a quadratic when you do that. Well, this is Book 777 here on YouTube, and if anybody has anything to say or comments, feel free. Voice your opinions about Bengali freely. Voice your opinions about girls freely. If you like Latino women more so than African American women, I do like African American women, and I just seem to find them to be attractive, and I like Latino women are pretty attractive too. If you're a girl, well, then you can talk about me and how attractive I am. Now, I'm just joking, but, you know, I don't want to feel like I'm narcissistic, but, you know, or you just want to talk about exercise or the latest video game or something, I don't know. But have a good day, and let's live life, rather than spending all our time trying to talk to people who are not listening and kind of seem a bit irrational on YouTube. I mean, there'll be some times when I'll answer some of the things they claim, but a lot of times I just don't have time for it now, especially in college. So, right, everyone out there, take care and have a blessed weekend. Bye.